Hello again, everyone. This is Dean Long with the Rattle Can top in solids, and what I thought I would do is kind of back through a model that I've already created to keep everyone from having to sit through the boring setup of things. And what I'll do here, I thought it would be a better way to do it. So I'm going to move my insert mode up, and I'm going to run through the steps of this model in solids. So as you can see, I'll edit definition, and this is simply a revolve by sketching the profile with the material thickness at 0.35 and a draft angle. So it's pretty simple to get the first solid. Then what I do is I add the round to the inside, and I'll highlight it at 120, and then the outer round at 150. And then what I do, I came in and I did these little ribs that are on the inside for structure, just to kind of keep the walls a little bit more rigid. It's a really thin wall part, so and it's made out of probably a polyethylene or an HDPE or something. It's really super flexible, but with those little guys in there, it seems to get a little stronger. So essentially what that is, it's a pattern of ribs, and you'll notice that I've created an offset plane through the axis, and then just driven a little rib basically both sides of that. I can go to the sketch view if you like, and you can kind of see what I've sketched. And what I've done is I've basically used the edges of the part to offset to give me my intersections to make sure the things overlap. So that should be pretty straightforward. And then of course just patterned the ribs around. And what I also did is I actually took out, by selecting these dots, the ones basically at 3 and 9 o'clock, because we have a little indent here that we're going to have to put on both sides. So all I did is I patterned and then just removed those two from the pattern. Then what I did is I put in a little sketch, and what this is going to do, this is going to act as our little indents, and it's a placeholder, and it allows me to go in and add this, and it's just kind of there for use later on. So again, I'm going to take off my shading to show you what this is. It's simply a datum curve on this plane, a datum sketch. So here's where we start using that sketch as a driver for this thickness that's going to be on the part. So all I did is I offset that datum curve that I used, or sorry, sketched at 0.35, and then what I did is I offset this silhouette edge in about 0.15, and what that did is allowed me to make sure that my sketch always intersects the base wall. And what it was is a revolve. Let me turn the shading on here. Let me go back to this edit definition, and all I've done is I've basically driven it 54 degrees both sides of this datum plane. And then what I did is I actually just did a pattern of it, and I put it to the other side. Now this revolve is the cut. It's a removal of material. It's at a 50-degree angle, and all I've done is I've gone in and I've used that edge, or that sketch, as the basis of the cut, and all I've done is removed the material on that 50-degree angle, and then I patterned it to the other side. Then I've put in a draft, which is on the two side walls of the inner indent, and I've simply done a reference pattern, and it's gone over to the other side as well, right here. And I did the exact same thing on the outer surfaces.